The X-Men can finally be used in the MCU ever since they went back to their home at Disney and Marvel Studios thanks to the Disney-Fox deal coming to a completion. But of course, the biggest question that everybody has been asking since the deal has been completed is, when are we going to see these new characters enter the MCU? How's it going, everybody? It's Warren, and we're all wondering, when are we going to see the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, the Silver Surfer, and Galactus enter the MCU? There have been talks that the Fantastic Four will be coming before the X-Men, but nobody really knows. But at this year's San Diego Comic-Con during Marvel's panel, Marvel President Kevin Feige did name drop the Fantastic Four and mutants.
I didn't even have time to talk about the Fantastic Four. There's no time left to talk about mutants and how mutants come into the MCU. But you know what? All that stuff's been rumored. You've heard about rumors.
So, plans have clearly started over at Disney and Marvel Studios to introduce these new characters in the MCU. Now, Kevin Feige has mentioned that it will probably be a handful of years until we see the X-Men in the MCU, but that doesn't mean that Marvel hasn't already begun working on the movie that is going to introduce the X-Men to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In fact, we have just learned that Marvel has indeed been working on the first movie that is going to introduce the mutants. So I'll talk about this exciting news in this video. First, real quick, I just want to say thank you to everybody that has been following me. We just hit 500,000 subscribers, and I am so grateful for every single one of you. I want to thank everybody who has supported me up until this point. Of course, I'll be making a thank you video later on, and of course, it will announce the winner of the Xbox One or PS4 giveaway. But seriously, thank you all once again. And if you're still looking to win a console, I'll be doing a new giveaway soon, and also click the link in the description for your chance to win a Nintendo Switch. So this new exclusive about the X-Men reboot coming to the MCU comes from FullCircleCinema.com. And according to FullCircleCinema.com, the reboot of the X-Men could have a twist to it. And according to their report, Kevin Feige and everybody else at Marvel and Disney are considering having people of color portray both Magneto and Professor X. Now, this probably won't change much with Charles Xavier because he was simply born in New York to a wealthy family. So they could have any person of color play that role without changing anything about who Charles Xavier is. However, Marvel Studios could make some changes to Magneto, but the reason for it really has more to do with the timeline of the MCU. Eric was born in the 1920s to a Jewish family, and during World War II, he was sent to a Nazi concentration camp in Auschwitz. Well, the current MCU takes place in 2023, which would mean Eric is almost 100 years old. And that is probably not something that Marvel is going to do. He may be a mutant, but he's not immortal. He's not like one of the Eternals who can live for thousands and thousands of years. So the studio may take some liberties in changing his backstory just a little bit to make him fit in the current MCU. Now, the reason that the studio wants a person of color to play both Professor X and Magneto is pretty obvious. Marvel is going to have to make the X-Men that are coming to the MCU very different than the Fox X-Men. Marvel is not going to really want any association with the Fox X-Men at all. And for good measure, because most of the fan base doesn't really like the last few X-Men films that were released by Fox. So they're going to have to make their X-Men pretty different. So it seems like the studio is going to make Magneto and Professor X played by persons of color to make that difference. This is also a really big part of Kevin Feige's plan for the future of the MCU. He said that the future is going to be more diverse groups of people playing characters in the MCU. But let me know what you think about this news. What do you think about Professor X and Magneto being played by persons of color? Do you think that it would change the story at all? And who would you like to see play these characters? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel so you can stay up to date on everything relating to the X-Men and the MCU. Don't forget to click the link in the description for your chance to win a Nintendo Switch, and also don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.